Alright, welcome to part 26 of our Unity of Command playthrough. This is the race across France. August 28th, 1944. South of the Allied army is advancing into the Low Countries. Patton's Third Army is racing for the German border. Fresh from its victories in the French Riviera, the U.S. 7th Army is hounding the remnants of the German forces from that campaign. German High Command is acutely aware of the dire situation of its forces in this area. As such, it is dispatching whatever it can scrape together to try and save the situation. Alright, I thought we just raced across a large area. Ooh, no, this is literally, that's France. Alright, this is the Chaif dispatch for the race across France. Most of the remnants of the German armies in Normandy have retreated northwards. Therefore, there is little standing in the way of the US Third Army. But be aware that our enemy is rushing reserves to the front near Metz and Nancy. Strike hard and fast to avoid being bogged down by these divisions. The US 7th Army is joining you from the south. They will most likely have to deal with what's left of the German 19th Army. So this is a 13-turn scenario. Alright, so there's Grenoble and Lyon. And there's the... Okay, so here's the 3rd Army coming out of the south. So, while in the north, our other people were shooting up there, we are going to shoot up, down, around. So, Lyon is one of our objectives, and we have taken it. Excellent. By turn 3, we need to have taken Reims. By turn 4, Verdun. By turn 7, Besançon. Turn 8, Dijon. Longchamp by turn 9, and Nancy by turn 9. And if we can reach the Moselle by turn 9 as well. Okay, so we have 13 turns to do this all, but really we have 9 turns. What? Did they liberate themselves? I mean, that would make sense. This is France. If there's a people that would rise up, and you could hear them sing while they're doing it, it'd be the French. Alright. Oh, this is the... Aha! Good. So we're going to have 2 more units. We have the US 7th, which is comprised of Free French forces and American supporting forces. Make sure everyone's at full strength. Could make sure our forward elements pack a punch. Sure, we'll be fine. Oh, alright, so the Germans are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 reinforcements throughout the scenario. So they weren't joking around. Alright. So, the US 7th. Their mission will be to... Let's look at our supply lines. That's the best way, I think, to plan these offensives. Alright, so we're getting supplies from the south, this main line here. So as long as we are... That's the wrong side of the river. But yeah, I'm thinking we'll punch along this main road. Towards Dijon. And then use that as a springboard towards the other 2 areas. We'll have the US 3rd. They're in a much better supplied position. 2 full supply lines coming through from the west, near Paris. So we can just move along. This is going to be a key junction, south of Reims, west of Verdun. Key junction. We control that, we can control everything. Be able to take Reims, Verdun, Longchamp. Is it Longchamp? Or Langres? Jeez. Is it this or is it this butchery? Let me just take a hatchet. But I'm confident that we will confidently be confident in our confidence. Alright, good. We've got people. I should have... That's right. I've found that if you have extra prestige like we do, you want to buy the reserves, because then you'll have the extra, even more extra steps in case something horrible happens. Alright, so you have a Greyhound and a Priest. I bet we could get you a Sherman. Okay, we have one available Sherman. We'll give it to you. And then the 7th Armored will give the M10. So these will both be able to pack a heavier punch against armor. And it looks like you're outside of the range, so we can't help you. You're beyond our help. Everyone's got artillery. Good. Let's see if we can't get more stuff. Let's see. The Shermans are just a roundabout great unit. Can always be sure with a Sherman. So let's do it. Alright, good. So we've got Shermans, we're ready to fight. Fight! And we have the 101st Airborne that we can call in. I think historically they were up in the Low Countries, but we can call them in. They might be good to use when we, like if we're get right up on a position and then they could drop in behind or something. Alright, let's see if we can't throw these people back in turn 1. Good. Very good. Alright, so that advance is going very well. Just keep it rolling. We have to keep the attack going as quickly as possible before the German reinforcements arrive. Now, they are... What? Oops, I did not mean to do that to you. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm... right, we can just... There we go. That's what I wanted. I just wanted to see who all we could get trucks to. Good. Excellent. We'll send the 4th U.S. Armored down to link up with the 7th, which they do have. They said, like, you have the Sherman 19th Armored Army run away in the south, but then they're going to throw together a sort of defensive 1st in the east. So the Americans will have the easier time. Alright, we're going to send the 31st down here. Oh, good. They've completely fallen apart. Good. To head towards Dijon as well. Alright, this is where our supplies are going to be coming from. Oh, man. The bridges are intact, right? Yes. So far, no bridges have been blown. Alright, the weather's... Oh, gosh. Already taking casualties. So it looks like we're going to be using our supplies with the US 7th. And their supplies are 60%. Oh, man. Guess we're using our supplies up in the north. Well, alright. We'll do what we can with what we've got. Good. Let's redeploy our supplies. Excellent. But this is, yeah, this is going to be tough. Alright. It's going to be all about staying on the railroads. All the live long day. Good. Bad. Alright, but it's... Yeah. We'll probably turn the 35th north towards Troyes. Troy? Troyes? Troy? And the 90th will be there to help out. But I want our armored units to always be pushing forwards every single turn until we hit major resistance. That's also a badass name. What's your name, soldier? Resistance. Major resistance. Which I do not expect in this battle. Good. Oh, and we have, no we don't. Let's turn 5. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna get an extra... Ooh! We could mobilize... Yeah, let's motorize the entire 7th Army. Yes. So next turn they'll be fully mobilized. Motorized. That'll be good, because they're mainly infantry. The Americans are the 3rd Army is in a good position to just grab everything right off the bat. And we'll want to give the 7th a bit of a push. Good. Oops. Could we just take Verdun? Huh. Welcome to... Wow, let me just butcher that all. Welcome to Verdun, boys, the U.S. 101st Airborne. Alright. So we'll secure supply lines up to Verdun next turn. This is all gonna work out. Meanwhile, run away. Yep, knew who'd do that. Okay, they've blown that bridge, but that's okay, because it was a diversion. They fell for our diversion. The real attack was moving up. Right, we've reopened those supplies, I think. Yes, technically yes. Very, very narrowly, but yes. Verily narrowly. Alright, we have almost reached the Mosel. Oh god, but the enemy has deployed all... Nope, that's them. Just kidding. I was like, whoa, they're all gone! No, they have yet to deploy all they have horses. Reims is ours. So this is working out very well. Alright, so we've hit our first roadblock there, so we won't be able to take that. So let's see, thinking of where the Germans are going to be able to deploy troops. If we can reach the Mosel next turn, and really just just take as much of the edge of the map as possible towards Nancy, hoping they can't deploy into our owned territory, then I think we'll be in a really good position once their full counterattack begins, which will be next turn. Well, they'll be able to deploy them next turn. So that really means turn 4 is when we start to be in trouble. Just keep the units moving forwards as much as possible. There you go, prisoners. Tell us your tale. Meanwhile, the newly motorized 7th, yep, got the running into the people I thought we'd run into. So we have this main supply line. We'll move out here and then sweep around. Oh yeah. Alright, so this is going to be our main supply area. We're using our supplies in. Keeping the 7th fully stocked. Alright. Good. And we'll just crash into the 19th Army. Start pushing them back. That's why we gave them all these Shermans, too. So it's not bad. But this will be the slower... This is sort of the slow fist of justice from the south. And then we have the strong eye pokes of brutality or whatever. And of course the US 3rd has been completely... yeah, we'll move you up towards Verdun. So in the south, we'll use these units to sort of put pressure on this gap, kind of keeping it open. Hopefully it's just an open gap. Looks like it is. We've got full... Well, now we know that there's no one in those woods. Good. But yeah, I think you switch you around maybe. Ultra intelligence. I guess yeah. When they deploy their troops, that's when we could deploy our ultra intelligence because we're ultra cool. Air attacks. Oh yeah. All right. So we'll use our air attacks to help the 7th in the south. For now, we'll use them wherever they're needed. Okay. All right. Yep, they're shifting. All right, that's gonna slow us down a bit, but it will trap their. Oh no, they are well supplied. They are super well supplied, except for in the north, their supplies are shaky. Good. Let's reach the muzzle. Right, the U.S. Airborne will hold their left flank while we sort of move, close up these gaps. So I guess the U.S. 4th will just hold here, keeping pressure. Under pressure. That's going to take the Third Army a little bit of time to get everything fully organized again. That's alright. So yeah, they will deploy all these forces this turn. Good. So far we're not needing the air power. Excellent. And the 7th repair... of course they can. Oh, but it's guarded. You're in supply. Good. Pushing up towards Dijon. So yeah, that is their main... yeah. Alright. Let's hit them with more air power. Alright. Let's get those bridges going. And, oh man, we can't fully supply you. Let's move up. Keep the 7th going. Good, good. So we're making progress in the south. It's a little bit slower, then a lot of bit slower than the progress of the 3rd. But it's not bad at all. Good. We do have trucks available. We don't need trucks, though. Yet. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're coming in. Yep, yep. We'll use our ultra intelligence next turn. Okay, it looks like they're starting to fall back from Dijon. I think they've realized they have a huge amount of new people. Not to be confused with nude people. Alright, that was... We have cracked their codes. So, in the north, German forces reinforcing around Nancy. If we can hold Verdun against any sort of counterattack, a lot of Panzer Grenadiers, then we should be good. And yeah, we'll just be hammering against these people. Does that mean we can just call in airstrikes on everybody? Yeah. That's sort of what I see as their strongest unit there. Alright, so let's, we'll bring in, let's, in the north, let's establish a very strong defensive line. Right along here. That they can crash up against, but not overtake. Then we'll have these units. Yeah, we'll have these guys sort of be in reach if we need to pull them into the north. You'll just stay around Langres, Lulu. We'll keep trying to push up against the Mosul and reach it. Good. Alright, so yeah, we're forcing them back, but we're gonna just hold. Like, if we can reach the Mosul, we will take it. Is it the Mosul? I hope it. Or Moselle? Moselle. Well, it's the German border, so I guess it could be pronounced both ways, maybe. It could be butchered, but I can butcher 2 languages! Yay! So, the goal is just hold in the north and push in the south. We repaired both bridges. We can do a full advance. Oh, running away was your first mistake. Alright, good. Excellent. Now, eventually I'm thinking that we could do a playthrough where we essentially are playing both sides. Sort of having people, like, maybe both viewer-created armies. And, but in that case, you'd have to sort of see, does it feel fair, being able to basically see what the other person's doing, the other side is doing each time. And I don't know, because a large element is kind of not knowing what is coming up. But also, you never really know how you're going to do against a unit until you walk up to them. But knowing, like, if there's troops around Dijon or not can be important. So, it's like we'll have to move our supply lines forwards. How are we doing in the north? Oh, okay. Alright. Good luck, men. You're going to need it. It's turn 4. We get reinforcements next turn. They will get even more reinforcements. I'm confident that we are competent, that we are confident. Alright. You can blow that bridge if you want to. Alright, weather in the south is going to harm us. Alright, so we're going to... Where all can we deploy this? Just right here. And US 9th? Okay, so reinforcements in the north. We have the second Free French Armored. Good, that'll be the extra push that we need to push through when we push. And the US 79th. Excellent, we'll get them motorized. So we'll have them just move right on in. Help us fight out here. No retreat. Alright, good. So we're holding the line really well here so far. That was a heavy hit, and yet doesn't look like we lost anybody. Unless we just lost a step and I didn't realize it. Alright, we can move our forces here up. Good, we can start applying pressure from the south near Nancy. M is in Mancy. Alright, we've moved up there. Strengthen our supply lines. Good. Keep pushing them back. I like that they're Shermans, but they're like a darker green for the French. I like it. Keeps them unique, yet similar. Alright, fighting around Dijon has begun. Free French forces are doing really well. Excellent. And our troops are all motorized, so That's why we can drive around like that. Just keep everybody in supply. There's no reason not to. And we're about to level up, too. Alright, I think we'll use... Let's see, this has to be turn 7. And then turn 8. So we'll... then everything else is turn 9. Guess we'll use the air power in the north. Sort of break their backs there. But let's keep an eye on where the enemy is. Oh, okay. Well, where'd all their units go? Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, there they are. Alright, destroying more bridges. I understand, I see. Aha. Alright, so they've tried to set up a new line here. So now the time has come to launch our counter-attack. So it's too bad these guys aren't motorized. So it motorizes every unit at the time. Even send these guys down here. In fact, we might send both of them down to Yell Timber. Alright, let's try and reach the Mosul this turn. Alright, alright. And we have some engineers. Awesome, excellent. We have some US infantry in case people take losses. We have some engineers. Let's give them to the... Oh, that's the 35th. You're over here. Okay, that's alright. We'll just give them to these random guys. Sure. And they're strong units. It's a strong unit to begin with. It's now even stronger. So that's not bad at all. Alright, we'll begin our new offensive against the enemy. Good. Keeping the pressure on them. Excellent. The final attack towards Nancy has begun. Meanwhile, you've just been sitting here for a long time. Alright, I think we can take Dijon this turn. Yes. And they've leveled up. Alright. Ooh, yeah. Definitely want to specialize in supply. Oh. There you go. Alright, so we've liberated Dijon. We have to take Basanko. That's definitely not how that is pronounced. Next turn. Oh, they blew this bridge. That's why. Alright, so we're going to use all our air support to next turn to help out. Try and keep everybody moving. That direction. Good. Alright, so I believe that we have a real shot at taking it on the turn that we're supposed to. Worst case scenario, we lose, I think, 10 points or so. But elsewhere, the advance is going very well. It's going very well regardless. This has been a very good advance. Oh yeah, let's make sure everyone's in supply. It's a unit, right? Good. Let's have the... Let's can always be safe with the supplies. Right, and here. Good, good. Alright, good. Our supply lines are secure. Final attack begins. The final attack until the next attack. Alright. So yeah, they really just want to make sure the 7th Army can't cross any bridges. Alright. Will you not be able to attack there? Oof. The final attack has begun. There we go. For 19th. I guess we might as well capture them. Alright, so we'll move our forces in behind Langre. This place. Langre. That's probably the worst yet. Alright, good. Keep our forces moving forwards. Now there are supplies. There are no supplies. They blew the bridges. And also we cut them off and all that stuff. I think we have a few different bridges to repair. Excellent. Meanwhile, supply problems in the north will cause problems. Good, we'll continue the advance. Hey! Ooh! You know what, this is gonna be worth it. Getting the specialized emergency supplies for the Third Army for only 20 prestige. So the cost of getting to the Mosul. Probably not how that's pronounced. Marseille. Putting up stiff resistance, but they can't stand against us. That's good. So yeah, we're pushing in towards Nancy. Victory will be ours. You could say victory will be ours within hours. Good. Pushed everyone forwards. Haven't even used our air power yet. I suppose we'll use it. Just keep the pressure on in the north. Ho ho! All right, a very successful series of airstrikes have allowed our forces to proceed exceptionally far. Good. And we'll be able to keep people in supply more easily and more readily. Excellent. This scenario has been very fruitful for our forces. Good. So I'll try. We'll have the episode go just a tad longer than usual, like a minute or two, because we should be able to succeed. It makes sense to have it all, like, not have just the tail end not be in the episode. You are surrounded. You should surrender. Oh, I didn't think you'd actually. Thank you. Alright, that objective is taken. Nancy itself is now surrounded. Even with bad weather, our advance cannot be stopped. Good. Alright, let's look at Nancy. We have them surrounded on 3 sides, but one of those sides is a bridge, one is a forest. Airstrikes! Good. Alright, you do 1, you do 1, you take 2, and you do 1. Let's hit them there. Good. I think we'll be able to take them this turn. Oh, man. Alright, all objectives taken. We did it. They've been oh, they ran away. just running around in the mountains being like, oh god. Good. Right, that is an absolute victory for us. That's good. Alright, so we'll see, yeah, let's get that victory window, see what the damage was, and there we go. You are victorious, all primary objectives have been completed. Allied victory. Alright. 18 units destroyed, 28 prisoners taken, 2 French casualties, 2 US casualties, 3 of those were infantry, 1 was a specialist. Congratulations. Alright, good. So we've succeeded there, and so that'll be the end of the episode. So, thanks again for tuning in. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Thank you. I deeply appreciate it, and it's great having you around. I'll see you in the next part of the playthrough.